Thanks for tuning in, guys, to another great episode of Driven by Gears. Look what we have in the garage. The single cab 03 1500 Silverado. Yeah, so today I'm basically going to go over a few things that I'm going to start off with on this truck since it's new to the channel. And then we'll go from there on buffing out the paint a little bit to try to get some of this paint to come to life. So let me flip you around to the other side and we'll get going. Alright, so basically let's go over a few things that I would want to do when I first got a vehicle. Of course, the first thing I would do, unless it's a brand new one, is an oil change. Because you don't know when the last time they changed the oil. And if you want to keep this vehicle around a while, I would definitely start with that. Check your fluids, power, steering fluid, all that, make sure it's good. Now I already checked the air filter and that sucker looked almost brand new, so didn't get another one of those. And this engine has stock everything, cold air intake and all that. Next thing is this vehicle has over 100,000 miles on it. So of course I went with the whole Lucas injector cleaner stuff, which a lot of people give it so many good reviews. I always seem to do that. Now when I go to do my oil change, I'm going to go ahead and put some of this in here because you can see all the benefits it says here towards the bottom. And people bet their whole life on this stuff about how well it works. So I add, about half this bottle and half a quart of no oil. So also I went ahead and got just some regular air intake cleaner so I can kind of clean up the throttle body, because normally after 100,000 miles and up they kind of get a little gunked up around where the butterfly valve and stuff is. So I just go in there, clean that up, keep wiping her down until you don't get no more black out of it. And that might help in gas mileage and also in, throttle response, maybe. I don't know. I also went ahead and got some just regular silicone lubricant so I could go around, all the cricks and crannies, in here, throw some lube in there on that, put some down where the windows run so it cranks a lot easier. All the little areas that move and squeak and make noise and all that, just squirt them up a little bit. You'd be surprised how well that will help. And then the other thing is which this is what I discussed I wanted to do, was basically wanted to bring this paint more so to life. I mean, it already has a really good shine, but see if we can get somewhere close. You can kind of see a little bit of hazy dullness, where this thing hasn't been buffed. You can tell in quite some time. And now that we finally have a vehicle for the channel that we can buff versus the textured paint vehicles that we had before, which the general, it's a whole different ball game there. We're going to go buffing on this sucker. And also I'm going to get, you see how we have a little bit of like dings. You can probably see it like right there. Not a whole lot, but just some small ones. Let's see if y'all can get that one. Let's see, yeah. right in here. We'll do the whole pull the dentless repair thing. I've been wanting to try that, so that will be good. There's another little one right in here. I think that will work. Also, I wanted to get y'all's opinion on these door sills. I'm really thinking about, taking the fishing line, removing them, take a 3M eraser, and get the glue off and just leaving them off. Because I don't know, since they don't go all the way down the truck, to me it just kind of looks out of place, which I know it's so people don't ding up your door. But I don't know. I think if I don't get rid of them, I would like to paint match them white, and that way they don't stand out to you. So leave a comment below on what y'all think I should do with that. I did notice here the door has a little bit of crease, like somebody was prying on it in the past or something. But yeah, you can see how dull the paint looks around in that area. So we're just going to try to bring a lot of this truck back to life with the buffing. Before we start throwing major things at this truck. Now, I thought what would be kind of cool, you see these headlights, how they have the gray on the inside. It would be cool later on down the road to take these apart and the gray on the inside color match it. Color match that at white. And I noticed that these actually have a GM number on them. See that right there? So these are real GM headlights, because I don't want to do the Chinese stuff anymore. The Chinese stuff on the inside in here, it just starts going to crap, man, and you can't see nothing. Which you can kind of see that one in there is starting to fade. So we might have to try to bring it back to life. But it would be cool to color match this stuff here white on the inside, I think. It would make it different. And then I think on the grill here, I'm going to leave the chrome piece down that way and just paint this piece coming up like that white. Match that with white. I think if I go with chrome wheels, leaving a little bit of chrome up here would be the best bet, in my opinion. Of course, we're going to make a whole laundry list on what we're going to do to this truck. But as of right now, we're going to get going on the white paint here and start on the hood. So, thanks for sticking along this far. Keep watching, and let's see if we can bring this paint back to life. Alright, so I'm just going to try a little bit of stuff on the pad here. Definitely gotta cut into it some more and a little bit longer. It's gonna be super hard to show y'all on this camera because it's all probably gonna look good. But we'll see what I can do here. big boy. I have a bigger one. I'll move on over to that one and actually buff some of this off right here and see how it looks. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to add is something to actually bring out the shine out of the clear coat, and we'll see how well that does. Like I said, on camera, it's going to be super hard to even notice probably, even though it's 4K. And I'm not going to run y'all through this whole truck either on this process. I mean, basically just going to show you how I'm doing it on the hood, and then I'll do the rest of the truck and then do a walk around to show y'all. So, because it's kind of boring just sitting here watching me go back and forth buffing. But always remember, when you do a vehicle, make sure and do the top, because a lot of people forget to do the top, and that's where on these trucks where the sun will be the first place it strips your clear coat, and then it starts looking like crap, especially on General Motors products. So always make sure and hit the top, even though you don't see it. But it's basically just like putting sunscreen on your body. You're doing it for your vehicle. So I don't want to have to redo this paint. I'm tired of painting stuff. So we're going to try to take care of this bad boy. So let's see what I can put on this to make it shiny, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so since I got quite a bit of this stuff left, the Mother's California Gold Brazilian, we're going to use it to try to bring the shine back out. Alright, we got that applied here. We're just going to let it dry out, and then we'll buff all that out and see how she looks. right, so I'm not 100% satisfied with it, but it did make a little bit significant difference. Now, one thing I noticed with this white, if your pad has any sort of black on it, like you see this, you're really gonna have to get a new pad because it basically rubs that black into the paint, as you can kind of see there. So I think it did a little bit better. If I could, there's still a little bit of swirls, but anyway, you somewhat get the idea of where to go with it. Now, when it comes to brands and stuff like that, I think it's basically just what works best for you. Now, I think I will probably do a quick coat just for protection, maybe Shine Armor or the Turtle Wax stuff. So I'll go over that on top of this. So I'll go ahead and do around the truck. I won't suffer y'all through that, and then I'll do a little video around it. So keep watching for that. All right, guys. So we got her all done up here. Hopefully you can kind of see that. Let me go on this side of the light. Alright guys, so that should do it for this little small episode here of shining up the white paint. Trying to get it all squared away. She's not looking too bad. So anyway, hopefully this video does a little bit of justice out there for y'all. No, it's not too crazily fun to watch, but that's where we're at. So stay tuned for the next video on what we're going to do next for the 03 1500 Silverado. Until next time, keep it simple, keep it sweet.